Hello fellow students, my name is Bruno Feldman. I was born in Brazil, but I grew up and currently live in Argentina. So, as you might have guessed, my native languages are Portuguese and Spanish, so please bear with me on my pronunciation. The topic I chose for this assignment is: on a synthesizer of your choice, give a thorough explanation of the amplitude envelope. Give examples of these amp envelope configurations: switch, percussive, damp percussive, sustaining, blown or bowed, and Quirk. Give musical reasons for using each of these envelope types. The DAW that I will be using for this assignment is FL Studio 10 Producer. An amplitude envelope is a set path that runs each time a key is pressed. You can adjust the way that path behaves by setting the attack time, decay time, sustaining level, and release time for each note that is played or each key that is pressed. Now I'm going to be setting a switch type of setting. It's also known as an organ envelope. Emulates the behavior of an organ such as a Hammond type of organ, where the sound stops as fast as we release the key. And we achieve this by setting the attack time at 0. The decay time really doesn't matter for this type of setting. The sustain level at maximum, and the release time quite low. If we try the setting, it sounds a little bit like this. It stops as soon as I release the key. Now for a percussive type of sound, which is what we will use to emulate the sound of a percussive or plucked instrument like a drum or a harpsichord, we shall set 0 for attack time, a decay time between 10 and 80%, a release time similar to the decay time, and 0 for sustain level. Now if I play, it sounds very percussive. Now if the instrument is percussive but damp at the same time, like a piano, in which we will have a longer decay time, but it will enter on the release phase as soon as we release the key, we can set a longer decay time and a shorter release time. It stops as soon as I release the key. Now for a sustaining type of sound, which we will use to emulate a bowed or blown instrument such as a cello or a saxophone, we need a fast attack, almost close to 0, to emulate that first burst of air or that first bow attack on the string, and we will use a decay time between 0 and 10%, a sustain level from 50 to 80%, and a release time similar to the decay time. If I hold the note, it still plays, and when I release it, it stops. And the final type of envelope setup is the Quirk, for which I cannot find a real-life musical usage, but it's fun to try, and we can get it by setting a fast attack, a decay time between 10 and 30%, a sustain 0 for sustain level, and a rather high release time. Now the funny effect of this type of setup is that when you play and hold a key, it sounds percussive. but when I release the key very fast, the decay time is actually very long and the note holds in time like this. That's it. I hope you liked it.